You know what? I think every North American team should treat their players like I get treated by the Riot ladder system. If I lose 2 games in a row, I get kicked back down another division. I think the same should apply to fucking Biofrost.
You get knocked down a bit. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tower Dive, where the racist remarks will be kept at a minimum and the sexist remarks will be coming as much as we can think of them.
I'm gonna crank it up to 11 and a half.
The chains are off, the shackles are gone. I am your host, Captain Hooks, and with me, as always, is Pan the Man Unchained.
Free at last, free at last. Oh wait, we just said we weren't going to be racist. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to appropriate that.
Actually, we said we were going to be racist, but
I thought we were going to try and tone down the racism this time.
I was only joking about the
okay. Well then, great. Let me just say a whole bunch of the N-word. No.
Let me just spit some racist remarks out.
Let me just tell you how inferior the African community is.
The African American or just African community?
African.
So you're talking about the community in Africa?
Yes.
Okay. Specifically,
because they're sending over all their people.
All their Africans.
All their Africans.
Like Quick
this
Shot.
This is a pretty rocky start to the show.
Like Quick Shot.
Ruining the Olympics with their Usain Bolts. And their
Ryan
Lochtys.
Isn't he Jamaican?
What?
Shut up. Usain Bolt Jamaican?
That's just what the mainstream media wants you to think. You shut your face.
You're really bad at this.
Before I shut it for you.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. What? So, yeah. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Tower Dive.
I hope you guys don't think that's par for the course.
No, we're pretty far from racist people.
I think so. I like to think so.
I like to pretend.
Sometimes my white privilege does blind me, though.
Yeah, but you don't have any money, so you're like not even a privileged white person.
That's a good point.
If you're privileged, you're just pretending to be.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
We're just playing the part, man.
Yeah. You gotta play the game.
Listen, we're not the machine itself, but damn it, we're a cog.
In the game of privilege, you either play or you die.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, all those quotes.
Any one of those things suits this moment right now. This is actually a podcast about League of Legends. I know some of you may or may not disagree with us, but we do tend to talk about League of Legends from time to time, and one of those times happens to be right now.
I feel like we should have newscasting music come in right now.
Like that? Something like that?
Breaking some big story about...
we should have a ticker at the bottom, but at the bottom just have random things.
Yeah.
But that aren't like not real facts. Like Nigeria invents popcorn bomb,
or something like the wild card team at the League of Legends World Championship makes it out of group stage.
Except that wouldn't be funny because it's true.
Oh, I think it's funny because it's true.
No. It's funny because it's not funny because it's true. See, because things that are true aren't funny because they're just sad.
Well, that's not true. That's all of Seinfeld's humor is based on things that are true and also funny. It's observational.
I think you're talking about different things here.
Situational irony.
Is that funny across the street?
Funny haha, not funny sad.
But anyway, yeah, so actually, as you were saying, though, Dumbledore Gaming, as we so affectionately now call them, which, let's be fair, that was the reason that propelled them from wildcard team to next level champs,
future world champions.
Yeah, I mean they're almost they've now like reached as far as like every American team that's ever made it to Worlds has gotten. So
does that make you feel bad
as a North American?
Yes.
No, it humbles me.
It makes me feel a little bad.
It humbles me because when I stop and I thought that we were good at this game, I realize now that the real wild card region is North America.
Yeah, we've been the wild card all along. We're like the end of an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
The rest of the world, though, has known this for years.
Yeah.
Only now have we become privy to that knowledge where the wild card is North America.
It's like half M. Night Shyamalan, half Kung Fu Panda.
like we're joking when you see teams like SKT, blow the doors off of Besiktas or Kaboom, and really we're also the teams getting blown out by those teams as well.
We get our
It's like,
shit
oh look,
stomped
it's
by.
like, oh look, SKT, oh it's fucking hilarious. They kicked the shit out of Kaboom. Yeah, they kicked the shit out of you too, TSM. So you shouldn't feel so bad about it.
I can't
you
believe it.
know.
I
So
can't believe it. I think this is a time when D-Man actually couldn't believe it.
no, he actually could not believe it. I can barely believe it.
It's mind-boggling.
It's a put your mind in the bottle.
Yeah, makes you all
Hey,
crazy.
yeah, thoughts in a bottle.
Oh,
Mind boggling.
can't get out of it.
Can't get out of it. So as you know, we are now out of group stages and we are now into the knockout stage.
Yeah, how'd your pick'em go?
Not great.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that pain.
Not phenomenal. It didn't go as well as I had hoped.
Uh-huh.
I did get at least one team right in every bracket though.
Well, that's not saying a lot. I mean,
And no more than two in any of them.
I think I got one where it was 3 right.
Well,
And
that means you had zero in another.
oh, never mind. No. I got no more than 2 in any group. Correct.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Much like me.
In one
Yeah.
group where I got 0.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm not very good at this pick'em.
No,
You
you're
know,
not.
with the group stage pick'em, I really tried to use my brain.
That was a mistake.
And I read, analyst reports and scouting reports, and I was
That
looking
too
at.
was a mistake.
I was tying, I tried to put together a consensus between multiple people that are smarter than me, which, the bar is pretty low on that. So I think for the bracket, I'm going with the guts.
You're gonna go with the old when I'm at the track and I'm picking a horse,
Yeah.
I go by what color they're
You
wearing.
pick the best name on the sheet.
I won like $300 at the track doing that.
See, it works.
Just going by names.
We have historical evidence proving that is obviously the best method for voting.
I have provided you with empirical evidence
Yeah.
of the quality of doing so.
My plan's foolproof.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's what's happening.
I respect your plan.
Going with the guts.
So, just to kind of give everyone that isn't in the know a quick rundown of who's in and who's out. From Group A, you got Rocks and Dumbledore Gaming, Albus Nox Luna,
aka Moscow 6.
the Moscow 6, 5.5.
5.5, I guess.
Moscow 5.5 because of the meme that is attached to it.
Yeah, I think they also lose half a point because one of their players has the pox.
Yeah, that's like worse than Nerd Flu.
Way worse than Nerd Flu. It's like an actual pox.
It's a pox.
Yeah.
It's not just anything. It's a pox.
One of those old world diseases.
Yeah, and the flip side of that is you had CLG couldn't get out of their own way, and G2 couldn't get out of anybody's way.
I can't believe that both CLG and G2 got knocked out.
I would have liked to think that G2 could have made it out. I think CLG was playing with house money for a while. I think everything was going to sort of come in and bite them in the ass at some point in time. I just didn't think that they can keep kind of fooling teams into thinking that they were a really good team.
It's
not to be rude, but I just feel like they just kind of had everybody fooled into thinking they were a really good team, and they just weren't.
It's just the Aurelion Soul pick. That's literally the only thing that worked for them this entire group stage.
Yeah.
When it was banned for the first couple of days, then they couldn't use it at all. And then when they did use it, they won. And then it got banned from them every other game.
Yeah.
I mean, they won 3 games, but...
And lost 3.
Seriously, you guys.
But listen, G2 made them look like world champions.
That's a good point. G2 made everyone look like world champions.
Yeah, they lost won 1 game, 1 in 5.
I think it was against CLG.
I thought it was against. No, maybe you're right. Maybe it was CLG. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's 1 win. They're in 4th place. They sucked.
Boo! Kick them out of the LCS. They're not worth our time.
Get them out. So Rox and Albus Nox Luna, surprise, surprise, get out, which is amazing. Out of Group B, you had SKT1, real shocker there. And the actual real shocker, Cloud9.
Yeah, that was a little unexpected. I kind of picked
I
them
had
to
them in
take.
fourth. I had them in fourth place.
I had them at third.
I had them in a strangle. They had a stranglehold over fourth place in mine. I May finished third, and the Flash Wolves finished fourth, which I think was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, especially with Flash Wolves' history of kind of upsetting the stages.
And having a
In the
lot of
past.
talent on their team.
Oh,
I mean,
G2 beat Albus Nox Luna.
actually, I think I did know that, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I knew that too. That's why I had to look it up because I
No,
totally knew it.
I think I remember hearing it. I just put it out
Yeah.
of my mind
No, I
because
remember hearing
again,
it too.
irrelevant information. G2 winning one game doesn't change anything.
Yeah, no, I totally knew that fact too. I didn't have
Okay,
to look it up or anything.
good job.
I'm good at my job.
Yeah, you are. That's why I pay you the big bucks.
Right.
Checks in the mail.
Oh, good.
I
Yeah.
don't wait by your mailbox.
Put my kid through college.
That's why I pay you the big bucks, because I want your child to surpass you.
It's not going to be that hard.
That's why I didn't send you that much money.
Just the appropriate amount to do better than your dad.
Just enough to get past old pops. So yeah, Cloud9 I think is they're the Dumbledore Gaming of Group B, because I'm not sure what that they were going to get out of the group stages,
Right.
especially the division that they were in, which was I look at it and I see it being pretty difficult.
Can we congratulate Sneaky a little bit though? Because the dude was playing some League of Legends.
Oh, okay, sure.
You know, regardless of how well the rest of his team was doing, at least he showed up consistently.
They were obviously did well enough to get out of groups, so congratulations to all of
Yeah,
them.
there were some moments that were looking
Except-
pretty dicey.
Except for that game where Jensen got fucking shit dumpstered by Faker.
Right after he said he was gonna clap Faker,
Yeah, don't make that mistake. Wait, he was gonna what?
clap him.
Like cheer for him?
No, like smack him in the face, I think is the metaphor. Not literally smack him, but metaphorically smack him within the game.
Clap him.
Clap him. Yeah, clap him. That's what the kids
that-
say. Get clapped. Clap that fool.
Clap
I
that.
think it's also how you turn lights on and off in the future. You
That
clap
would be
them.
the clapper.
Yeah, clap it.
I don't
You can't
I
just
don't-
say clap either. You gotta say it like clap, clap, clap,
clippity clap.
clap.
No, I don't like that.
You know, I like it. I
But,
think it's gonna make it into my everyday vernacular.
I'm gonna veto that. I'm gonna go ahead and just veto it.
Get clapped,
Vetoed.
clap.
I put that one on the no button.
You're just an old man that's out of touch.
No, I'm just a person who doesn't want to sound any more of like an asshole. I like to control the amount of asshole that I spew from my mouth.
Yeah, that
I don't
one-
like to add to that with any nonsense.
You gotta-
Beyond nonsense I already have.
Tighten up that safety valve.
You know, you don't just turn the water on, leave the water on, and walk out of the room.
You don't?
Nope.
That's what I do. You just
Oh.
let it go.
That's why you say things like clap.
Yeah, that's why everybody says things like clap, bitch. I'm gonna clap you. I'm gonna clap you, fool.
You've been in
Fool.
solo too much. You need
I've
to
been
think-
playing so much. It's
Yeah, what is your life-
making me sick.
What have your life become?
Just unhappy. Just
Yeah.
a downward spiral of sadness and self-loathing.
Sadness, anger, and self-loathing, and just tear-based masturbatory
It's
behavior.
like, yeah, it's like when masturbation stops being fun, it's just a chore now.
Yes. You're just looking at it, yelling at yourself. Just come on!
Hurry up already, God!
Why won't you come? This feels good. And your dick and your dick sprouts a face and goes, "No, it doesn't. Stop.
I'm getting chafed. Just take a break.
Use some fucking hand lotion or something." "No, I just want to be done with it." And you just start crying, and your dick starts crying, and then someone walks in the room, you don't even know who they are, and they start crying, and you don't know what's going on. It's like someone's cutting onions in the next room. What the hell is happening?
I've gone too deep. You
It's-
gotta
you've
pull
got-
me out.
You've gone too far down the rabbit hole, and then no one can save you. And then you begrudgingly, you finished, and you're just sitting there, dirty, tear-soaked, eyes swollen. Your boxers are around your knees. Just a pathetic sight.
Both my hand and my penis is chapped.
Yeah, your hand is chapped. Your dick is blistered. It's just a sad. And then your significant other walks in the room and looks at you just like,
again, really?
Just go clean yourself up. Go to bed. You're just like, you take a big sniff, like, I don't look that bad.
I didn't know how to stop.
And that's just where you're at. That's I don't even know what the hell that was a reference to.
My solo queue experience.
That's where we
so very apt, actually.
Yeah, so actually quite accurate.
Yeah. Nail
so
me hammer.
Yeah. So Group C. After that, Group C. I almost perfected this.
I mean, if you want to call 50% perfect.
Well, if I just flip-flopped 1 and 2, I was perfect.
Well, sure. If I, invested in Facebook when I had the chance, I'd also be a millionaire.
Hardly similar.
It's actually not true because their IPO plummeted after a whole bunch of people invested into it.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was H2K finishing number 1. I think was a big shocker, especially since G2 looked like ass.
Yeah.
H2K kicked some ass.
Also, they were against Edward Gaming.
They had, you look at their group, it was a tough group.
Kind of. I mean, they got a wild card too, and this wild card didn't show up.
No, they were not Dumbledore Gaming. They were Ints.
Yeah.
Ints.
People had high hopes. They had a good day 1 performance.
Ints.
Ints.
But AHQ and Edward Gaming, you look at them as they're like, okay, those are competitive teams.
Does Ints, is that like intentionally feeding? Is that what their team name means? Did I just find the national treasure?
Did you just uncover what that was?
Yeah, int. Like, people are inting, which is new for me.
I was gonna say, can I give the context of where this came from?
Yeah, we were talking about this before we started recording the show.
Yeah, off air, we were. I was just browsing Reddit as one tends to do from time to time, and there is a post saying Shaq Clone got banned after inting on stream. And neither myself nor Pan could figure out what inting meant.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that before, and I've been playing this game for 7 years.
We've been in this game for quite some time, and that was the first time that the term inting, air quotes, had ever been used. So as any diligent reporter or purveyor of news stories would do, I started scrolling down the quotes, hoping someone would ask the question that I didn't feel like asking to get downvoted for.
Because if everybody knows, you get your most honest information in the comments of a Reddit thread.
Oh, yeah. After that, you usually check Yahoo Answers.
Yeah. Step 1, comment thread. Step 2, Yahoo Answers. If it's not there, you're out of luck.
No, if it's not there, there's one final place that you can check.
Can you ask Jeeves?
No, it is checking the comment section of any YouTube video.
Oh, yeah.
That's really where the most hard-hitting journalism happens.
Sage advice.
Most hard-hitting stuff really comes in the comment section of a YouTube video. So anyway, as again doing my due diligence, checking the comments of the Reddit thread, hoping someone would ask the question so I didn't lose imaginary internet points. And someone did say, "What is inting? And why is it important?" is, I believe, the question it was, or I'm paraphrasing. It was something to that extent. Perfect. I wanted to know. So then the guy responds with intentionally feeding.
Yeah. Which doesn't seem like it needs an abbreviation.
Certain things don't need abbreviations. Like, for example, abbreviations.
Right.
Or things that aren't difficult to say. You abbreviate something if it's very long.
Yeah, like NASA.
Yeah. Or scuba.
Right.
Or saying having sex while texting.
Large Hadron Collider.
Isn't that just called the Large Hadron Collider?
I think people give it an abbreviation.
I just thought it was called the Hadron Collider.
That's abbreviating it. You got rid of the L.
I didn't abbreviate it. I just shortened it.
Yeah, it counts.
That's kind of
a... Put it on the board. It counts.
We're going to put that in the media.
We're
going to put that in the
media. Judge, you got to calm down. I thought this was America.
No, it's East Germany, and we are tough. We are tough on that
Good.
scoring.
Maybe we
So,
can make some progress in the wild card tournament next season.
well, you mean you mean the NALCS? Oh man, wild card tournament, aka NALCS. Bam! Take that, ESM. So yeah. Anyway, so inting. They shortened intentionally feeding to inting.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody use this term, and let's just be fair. I don't ever want to hear anyone use this term.
Yeah. Unlike clap, this one's no good.
This one, much like clap, is also no
It's
good.
no bueno.
Just put that one, take that one off the shelf. You look at it for a minute, analyze it, see if it has any worth, and then you put that right back up on that shelf and forget about it. Forget it was ever there. Just leave that there. Maybe revisit it in 10 years and say, hey, was inting a good... Nope, it still's not. And
Still
you put it
bad
back.
idea.
Still bad idea.
Didn't age at all.
Nope. You put that up there with Betamax, right next to the Laserdisc and
Yo.
HD DVDs.
Laserdiscs were dope.
Zubaz.
The Zune.
No, I still use my Zune.
Wow, it might be time to retire it.
No, because I'm not spending money on an MP3
You
player.
have an iPhone. Oh
Yeah,
my
but-
God, you have an MP3 player.
No, but I don't have a lot of... I didn't get the one that has a lot of space on it. I think I only have like an 8 gig or a 16 gig one.
You're an idiot.
No, it was more expensive. And I didn't... I was like, I don't need this. I have a Zune that has
From
significantly
8
more
years
gigs.
ago.
It's 120 gigs. It's 120 gigs, baby.
That's ridiculous.
That motherfucker works. Also, I hate iTunes with a passion, so...
Oh, it's so dumb.
It is like a virus. But that's for another show. This is the world
Yeah,
show.
that's for our Tech TV reboot.
Yes, let's get back...
iPhone or Android.
Yeah, let's get back on schedule, as the Europeans would say. So yeah, Edward Gaming finished second. H2K finished first. Forgiven is playing out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Let's get that right. Let's get that right out there. Forgiven is playing like a man who may not be playing League of Legends soon after Worlds.
He's playing like he's only got one shot.
That is his last shot, if you will.
He's not going to miss his chance to blow.
Mom spaghetti.
He knows opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Mom spaghetti.
Okay, you just ruin everything. Why you gotta ruin everything for me?
Palms are sweaty.
His knees are weak. There's vomit on his sweater already.
Mom spaghetti.
There you go. Now you can say it. Thank you.
It's the best part. It's just you just open with the best part. That's what you do. You don't go any of that posturing
You
nonsense.
gotta ruin everything. You need the build up.
No, you don't.
You can't just come out of the gate yelling "Mom spaghetti." It doesn't make any sense without the context.
That's exactly what you do. And then people want to know the context. And you just go right up to them real close and just start yelling Mom spaghetti in their face. Mom spaghetti! Mom spaghetti! So they think you're crazy, like a homeless man on the subway.
I think I've seen that
then
actually.
then it's a good time had by all.
I think I've seen that happen.
I'm sure you have. It's a fantastic time.
He actually had spaghetti with him too, which is very strange.
Oddly enough, it was his mother's.
I think he was offering it to people, but he had lost control over the volume of his voice, and so it just sounded really aggressive.
It was very startling, to say the least.
He was really just trying to feed other needy people.
Right. Intentionally feeding them or inting them.
There we go. Brought it back. Very nice job.
Came right back to it. See what I did there? That's why we have the show. Because we can do things like that.
And that's how we get the team name for Ents.
And that's how wow, well played,
Right?
sir.
Right?
And we are now done with Group C.
Last place.
Boom. Group D. Group D. What can be said about Group D that hasn't already been said about most Middle Eastern countries? Looks bombed out and depleted.
Ooh.
I didn't say that. That was Chappelle's show.
That was...
I was quoting Chappelle's show and the Haters Ball.
Yowza.
But it was pertinent.
Yowza.
It was
You know, I don't know if I can be on a show with somebody that talks about the Middle East that way.
You can.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good
You
point.
can.
Yeah,
You
you're right.
can.
No,
You
you're right.
can.
You're right. You're right. The show must go on. Let me pick up the pieces of my professionalism off the floor.
That's fine. Listen, professionalism is for the weak. Sometimes you just gotta you take you take
You take the good, you
this,
take the bad.
you take them both, and then you have the facts of life.
Man, that
So-
is sage-like.
Sometimes
Did
you
you
just
come
gotta.
up with that yourself?
I did.
Oh,
It
wow.
was a rainy evening in
You
April.
should write that down.
I have it written on my tower actually
Leaves of
next
grass over here.
in chalk. Listen, sometimes you just have to, you take journalism and you grab it by the pussy.
Oh God, I can't. I'm bleeping that. I hate
Oh,
that word.
it really is a nasty
It's
word.
so
There
gross.
there are much worse words to say, one of which the English say constantly, and I can't say it unless I use an English accent.
I think saying, I think saying pussy is grosser.
When you say it like when you preface it like
I
that, it
think it's
comes out
grosser.
much worse.
It's
No,
grosser.
it's not. It's not.
I don't know. It might not be cruder, but it's grosser, for
It's
sure.
there's a fine line.
Yeah, they're
But
both gross.
they're not. Yeah, not neither of them are flattering terms or fun to say,
And you're
if you
not
will.
supposed to grab either without explicit permission.
Yes, unprovocated grabbing of either of those terms is, well, it should end up with you either getting arrested or punched.
You should
Potentially
not
both.
end up as the president.
Places where
Definitely
you
not.
places where you shouldn't end up. Leader of the free world. Let's just say.
I
Anyway,
think also manager of any fast food restaurant would be on that list of places you shouldn't end up.
worker at any fast food restaurant. Really, unless you're saying where you should end up is prison, or as a prison bitch, or really any one of those two.
Maybe like lady fluffer on the set of a pornography shoot. But then
Yeah,
I
but do you
guess
really
you would
want
have consent.
but do you want grabbing?
I don't know, girls. Maybe she's into it.
But
You
you
don't
would
know.
know that.
You
You
would
would.
know that, and you would also have consent, so it's kind of a moot
Yeah,
point.
you would. So that's
Yeah, it's a moot point.
it's a moot point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cow's point of view. It's a moot point.
Doesn't matter. It's
Matter.
a moo.
It's moo. The point is moo. That actually makes sense. Anyway, Group D, otherwise known as the group of shit, and not because the teams were bad, just because of how much nonsense was going to go on throughout this
And how
group.
much hype it had.
It only had hype because TSM was in it.
And people thought a lot of Splice going in.
Yeah,
They were like,
I-
ooh, Splice,
not-
they're the new
Splice?
Fnatic, I think someone
Yeah.
said.
well, that person was an idiot. I had Splice at 4th. That's the
I
one I
also
got.
had Splice at 4th.
So clearly we weren't overhyping them.
Nobody asks us who our pick'em was. We were correct.
We did say that Splice could have won that division, but it was unlikely. But that how volatile that Group D was, anyone could have taken it at any time.
Yeah.
That being said, Samsung took it
Yeah.
with actual relative ease.
No, not really. It's all pretty hotly contested. I mean,
They were 5-1. I'm talking about relative
I'm
ease in
sorry.
terms of wins and losses, not specific games.
I was looking at the wrong things. Like, 3-3 and 3-3. No, that's 3-2.
No. They're 5-1.
You are correct.
Samsung took it with relative ease.
ease. Yeah.
And then second place was RNG,
Yeah.
who are not the star-studded, whatever you want to call them, that they used to be, but they're still a pretty good team.
They're not Monstar Gaming anymore.
No, they're not the team that played against Michael Jordan in Space Jam. They just a regular Chinese.
They're all
Legends
juiced up
team.
on Essence.
Yeah, all fucking all yayed out on other people's. They're walking up. Hey, Faker, hold this ball real quick. What? And then Faker's walking around like all ridiculous, like.
You think when an alien steals an esports pro's essence, they get all big and jacked, or do you think they actually wither down and they get smaller?
They don't change at all. They just stay exactly the same as they are. Oh. They pick up the ball like, all right, and then they look at themselves in the mirror. Nothing changed. I don't feel any different, except I think I'm asthmatic.
And I really want a burrito.
Yeah, right. I really just want Chipotle right now.
Hey, have you guys heard about Overwatch? I hear it's really good.
And I feel really uncomfortable around girls.
You got a hover hand.
Oh, I was at ComicCon this past weekend. There was a lot of that.
Oh my god, the hover hands.
I
love it. I love seeing it happen.
Do you know what's worse than the hover hands?
What's that?
The reckless abandon hands.
What are people grabbing at
Like
I guess there's always that warning,
Are there
cosplay's not consent. So sure,
not
I guess
consent?
cosplay is not consent.
No, it's not. Just because you're dressed up like a sexy comic book character does not mean that they want you to grab their ass.
Yeah.
Or them.
Or
at
they're
all.
anything.
In fact, they don't want you to touch them. Don't touch them.
Right,
Do yourself
Donald?
a favor. Do yourself a favor. Don't touch the cosplayers. Even unless they ask you, touch me.
Yeah, even if you're taking a picture and you guys are side by side, you can lean in. Don't put your arm around her because you're going to end up with the hover hand or you're going to get slapped in the face.
Or ask, can I put my arm around you? Is this all right?
And then even then, lower back or mid back.
Yeah. Think of yourself like you are at a 7th grade dance.
Yeah.
You're not grabbing ass. Your hands are on the sides. Respectfully. So I don't care if she's the girl is dressed up like your favorite tentacle porn anime character,
Cool.
and she gets tentacles everywhere. Not consent. Not consent.
We're really dropping some knowledge today.
We really are. Well, listen, you come home from Comic-Con and you feel different.
You feel a little icky.
You feel a lot icky. I showered twice all of those days. Once before I left, once when I got home.
It's more than half the people there showered all week.
And some of them in their whole lives. And no offense to those guys.
Yeah.
Listen, I love
God
Comic-Con.
bless you.
I go to Comic-Con every year, and I love them, and they're fantastic people. They're passionate, and I love it because of that. But seriously, just buy a fucking stick of deodorant before you go. Utilize it.
Take it with you, man. Take it to the con. Freshen up.
You know what? If you're one of those guys who sweats a lot, bring a towel with you.
Yeah, sure. No one's going to judge. No hate at Comic-Con.
No one's going to judge. Are you kidding me? If you walk around, you go, and someone says, whoa, why do you have a towel? Be like, I'm a bit of a sweater, so I try and keep myself dry. Someone will high five you, go, more power to you for understanding that you're a bit of a sweater.
That's a good idea.
Right? You know what? Why didn't I think of that? You
have an extra towel? I could use one.
You're the hero that Comic-Con deserves.
And also needs right then.
Yeah, there's a lot of heroes that Comic-Con needs, and less superheroes, more cleanliness heroes. I still stand by that if we ran a booth giving away like some sort of nerd-based Axe body spray, that we would be geniuses. We would be the heroes.
Old Spice tried that during some tournament.
No.
It didn't go over well.
You have to market it properly. What you have to do is you don't just say, hey, look, here's something so you don't stink. What you do is...
Can you market something better than Terry Crews?
Was Terry Crews the one giving it out?
No.
Okay, then.
It was just some guy.
Yeah, see, that's the difference.
Oh.
I'll get Terry Crews.
Yeah, you'll get Mankind to start handing out sticks of Speed Stick.
Right? That's how it'll work. But anyway, I digress. Group D, back to Group D. I know we're avoiding talking about them because of the elephant in the room,
Makes me a little bit nauseous.
Which is TSM.
I mean, this is the one time I'm a little bit sad TSM didn't make it out.
Part of me is a little bit sad, but then I realize that none of me is a little bit sad. Because, Also,
I have other teams to cheer for still, so it's okay.
Number one, I don't have to cheer for TSM now.
Yeah, and
so
that's a bonus.
Let's all give a collective sigh of relief. Hooks and Pan don't have to cheer for TSM in Worlds. We thought we were going to have to.
Yeah. And we
relegated ourselves.
We would have.
I would have probably just not watched.
Really? You wouldn't watch? TSM makes it to the finals of the World Championship. You don't watch just because it's TSM?
I fold my arms, turn my monitors off, and look angrily at my black monitors.
You do not.
I do.
You do not.
I do.
You would watch it.
I wouldn't.
You would watch it, and if they won, you would make some disparaging remark on Twitter.
Maybe. I would just make bad jokes about TSM like I normally do.
Yeah.
And then people get mad at me and post angry things to me because, oh, I just hate them because I don't like them. I don't hate them because of anybody on their team. I hate them because of you.
You just hate them because they're winners. No.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they're, well, I mean, they're not winners, but...
I'm like, my reaction to it is like what PBS says at the end of all of their shows.
The more you know?
No, that this was made possible by viewers like you. My hatred towards TSM is made possible by fans like you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm having a PBS moment.
It's like
I'm PBSing it.
It's the same reason why you hate the Eagles, right?
No, I just don't like the city of Philadelphia.
Oh. But it's because of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. It's
you
the
have
same
nothing against the Liberty Bell or Benjamin Franklin.
No, I love cheesesteaks.
Yeah, the people that live there currently.
Yeah, as long if you could find a way to get me Philadelphia without any of the people, I'd love it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go all Will Smith and what's that movie where he's by himself in New York?
The Matrix.
Yeah, you have to go Will Smith in The Matrix. Be like, oh.
No, it's I Am Legend.
That's it.
Yeah.
But in Philadelphia, so it's probably less exciting.
West Philadelphia.
He was born and raised there.
He was born and raised there.
It would make sense for the movie to take place in West Philadelphia.
That is where he spent most of his days.
Yeah. I hear it was on the playground.
Shooting b-ball outside of school.
But then something happened, I think. I'm not really sure.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there are one or two guys, and they may or may not have been up to no good.
Yeah, it's a scary neighborhood.
Yeah, they were making trouble.
His mom was probably scared.
Yeah, and she just told him, you're moving with your aunt and your uncle, and they live in fucking Bel Air, so...
Which sounds really, for lack of a better word, whack at first.
Yeah.
But I think it's a better life for him in the long run.
Probably. I mean, but how are you going to get there? I can't pay for a flight, and he lives in West Philadelphia. He can't pay for a flight.
I guess he's taking a cab.
I mean, you just whistle for a cab, I guess.
Yeah. But the problem with those cabs? They smell bad.
But the license plate said fresh, and he had a fuzzy dice in his mirror.
Yeah, that's how you know it's legit.
If anything, one could say that cab was rare.
Uh-huh.
So, without, any hesitation, you just say, listen, friend, can you take me to Bel Air?
And like any cab driver in West Philadelphia, he replied, hell no, I'm about to get off my shift. You fucking get out of town.
I'm not driving to California.
No way. In a cab? Do you know what the fare would cost? Get on a plane, you weirdo.
Money up front.
Could you imagine what the fare would be to drive from West Philly to California?
Like 6 days in the cab.
In a stinky cab.
And the fact that he's like, oh, I yelled, hey, cabbie, yo, home, smell you later. Cabbie driver looked back. Listen, you can smell yourself there, pal.
You gonna tip?
Yeah, there's no fucking shower back there, so you smell just as bad as I do.
So I will smell you later. Thank you very much.
I'll smell you the entire ride home. You swamp-ass bitch.
Why didn't Uncle Phil just pay for the airplane ticket?
Because Uncle Phil's a dick.
I don't know. He did help raise that boy.
Yeah, but he wasn't cool until season 4.
Well, it took a while to warm up to him. He is kind of abrasive.
That's why he didn't pay for it.
He goes to private school. He turns his jacket inside out to be different.
Right, wears a hat weird and sideways.
And with the bill flipped up, he's got a friend that just disrespects everyone.
Yeah, not to mention jazz.
Super disrespectful.
Just not the right place to be.
No.
Anyway, so TSM didn't make it out of groups. Joke's on them.
Yeah, smell you later, TSM.
Yeah, stinky. But the thing that irks me, and you're going to get a lot of TSM bashing on this show, and I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
I mean, we're at episode 60. I think they figured it out by now.
I hope by this point, if you've listened to 59 other episodes of this, you've gotten that far. The TSM apologists, you guys got to stop, man.
It's time to stop.
Just give it up. Just lose with grace.
Yeah, say, oh, that sucks. I'm really upset they lost. Maybe next year.
Oh,
That's all
man,
we need from you.
we had a great year and we really put it together because the first half we looked lost and we had Yellow Star and that was a mistake. And then we got Biofrost in the second split and we really, things really came together. We just didn't come together enough where we could make an impact at Worlds, but damn it, we've got a future ahead of us. No. Instead, everyone's like, oh, well, look at Bjergsen's stats and look at Haunster's stats. The solo lanes and TSM were the best in the world. I can't understand why they lost. Because other teams are better.
How is that constructive either? Like, what are you trying to just blame everyone besides your solo lanes? I don't.
Just blame Doublelift.
Yeah, it's totally Doublelift's fault.
CLG fans did it for years.
Yeah, you just keep blaming Doublelift.
Ultimately, your reason why you lost is because of Doublelift.
Yeah, solely his fault, 100%.
Probably not
Yeah,
his
it totally
fault.
didn't have anything to do with you guys having a rookie support and him probably being a little bit nervous.
And also a shitbag jungler who nobody likes. Who they keep talking about how he was like, oh man, him and Bjergsen carried in so many of these games. I just don't feel like that was the case.
No.
Maybe I'm watching a different game than other people are.
It really depends on the game. I have seen Svenskeren, really impact the early game, right? That's what he does. He usually does something impactful in the early game. Sometimes that impactfulness is him getting caught out and dying, and then he causes them to lose.
Being bait.
But other times, it's a positive effect, and he does well.
Yeah, I just don't like him, I guess.
I don't see where the synergy is,
They just don't seem like a team that has a well-executed plan.
They don't have a whole lot of synergy. I think they go in expecting at least one of their lanes to win, and then they try and snowball that advantage.
Well, I think they're also one of those teams that hopes that their individual skill will be enough in a lot of cases. And they have a good support staff from what I know.
Sure.
It's not like they have stupid people in positions to guide this team, but I think as it's been proven in the past is they're not great listeners.
No.
And I don't want to insult them in that regard because I don't know a lot of the inner workings, but the rumblings around in past important events that TSM has been a part of screams that they're not very good at listening to and executing a plan if it directly goes against what they want to do themselves.
They also have trouble adapting, which you can say that of any North American team. That
North American teams have trouble adapting to international play.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So you can look at almost every world championship where North America was a part of. They do well the first week, right? Because they
come out swinging.
Yeah, and they're fucking up everybody else's game. They're like that drunk guy that plays pool that just screws it up for everybody else. But then people figure out how to play around them, and then they don't change.
Yeah, well, the thing about North America, I feel like their biggest problem is they play it till it doesn't work anymore.
Exactly.
But then there's no plan B.
At Worlds, it stops working very quickly.
Exactly, because everybody's in it for the same reason, and they realize only 2 people from every group get out. So, you go into your group and you look around and you say only one other person and only one other team and myself, us, are getting out of here. That's what every team says.
Mm-hmm.
So you're either going to be that team or that other team or one of those teams that's losing.
Yeah, and in this case, you were one of those teams that's losing.
Yeah, and TSM is always one of those teams that's losing.
And except in North America.
Well, exactly, but that's where the joke of now that North America is just the new wildcard region really is rooted in.
Yep.
Because now we're at Season 6, and once again, we have one chance at a legit Worlds contender, and it's C9.
Yeah.
And do you honestly think C9 is going to be able to get through that?
No way.
No. And that's not a knock on C9. That no one's saying C9's a bad team, but when you compare them to SKT1, RNG, Rox, Edward Gaming, Samsung Galaxy, H2K, and Albus Nox Luna, really the only team that they match up against, on paper, is Albus Nox Luna.
I know. Isn't that sad?
And do you really, if you're a C9 team, do you want to play what is considered to be the hottest team in Worlds? No.
So hot right now.
No, you don't want to play them.
Yeah, most of the C9 victories I've seen have been them taking advantage of the fact that some other teams couldn't close out the game effectively. They just fucking stalled and stalled and stalled. Or they
C9 wins
snowballed a
dirty.
super early lead.
C9 wins dirty games.
Yeah.
Like they are, that team that has good players but not the best. They have a good strategy. It's not the best. They're one of those teams that is gonna beat you because you fucked something up, and they're gonna kind of jump on it.
Right, and it's always because they commit to their bad plays. That's what they've always done, is that somebody fucks up, but the whole team commits on it, so it always minimizes the mistake.
Exactly. Their strength and weakness is the fact that they go whole ham into everything that they do. There's no half-assing it. Mm-hmm. This is what we're doing, and we're going to go for it. We're going for Baron now, and we're not going to stop even when we get jumped on.
Right.
We're going for Dragon now, and we're not going to stop until we get Dragon. Oh, shit, we got aced.
Well, better luck next year.
Exactly. That's sort of what C9's strength and weaknesses are. And that's like a good and a bad thing, because it's great because you feel like they're all on the same page.
Right.
The only problem is sometimes that's a really bad page to be on.
When you're up against a team that knows how to maximize your mistakes.
Yeah. When you're all on the same page and that page is a bad page and the team you're playing wrote the book that page is on, probably not going to end up very well.
Yeah, that page is going right in the toilet.
Yeah, you're going to wipe your ass with that page. And listen, they're playing Samsung, who just shit on Group D.
I like how you said Samsung right there. Like, you made them sound like the Dragon Dojo or something. Samsung.
Samsung. Well, the only thing Samsung's doing well right now is currently League of Legends, because their phones are blowing up. And not in the good way. Bad way.
Yeah, they're not blowing up. They're not selling like hotcakes. They're literally blowing up.
Yeah, no, the phones aren't blowing up. The phones are blowing up.
Do you think the Samsung team uses Samsung phones? Like, they got a pocket full of Note 7s, and now they're, like, really nervous about having them?
They all just threw them out. Like, when all of a sudden you just see out there, like, the window of their hotel. It's like, ah!
There's just a pile of notes.
A pile of Note 7s. Yeah, that's not good. Right now, though, Samsung's league team is the only thing that's working well for them. It's people are like, hey, my Note 7, it's what's going on with it? And they're like, you should just watch League of Legends and see our team from Korea. They're in Worlds. They're doing well. Forget about your phone. Don't worry about your phone. Also turn your phone off.
Don't watch it on your phone.
Yeah, don't do anything with your phone. Don't touch the battery, though. So, C9 has to play Samsung. It's not an ideal matchup, but crazier things have happened.
Do you want to pick your bracket?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Let's just start at the top.
Okay.
SKT versus Roll Never Give Up.
SKT one I have.
Yeah, I picked that too. I think that's actually going to be a good match, though.
I hope it is.
I think that's going to have...
That is a rematch of Season 4 World Championship?
Yeah, I think there's going to be some sparks flying there.
Hopefully. I mean, you'd like to think that Royal Never Give Up will at least, not give up.
Okay, Rocks Tigers versus Edward Gaming.
This was a tough one, but I really like Rox's roster.
Yeah, but Rocks also has seemed a little bit shaky.
A little bit, but I think...
In the games they lost, they looked real bad.
They only lost 2 games, though.
I know, but they looked real bad in those losses.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna get. I think they got the world's jitters out of them. I think they're on point.
I hope so. I think one of them's sick though too. Everyone's fucking sick at this tournament.
Smeb, it's Smeb.
Yeah.
Smeb, I believe, is under the weather.
Everyone's sick. There's a pox going around, you guys. You're gonna start seeing refs in those plague doctor masks on stage.
It's that Concer, man.
Yeah.
You get it, Concer?
I got it.
Not cancer, Concer.
Concer, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't think it was. It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be bad. So yeah. So I have Rocks Tigers beating Edward Gaming.
Samsung Galaxy versus Cloud9.
Despite the fact that I want Cloud9 to win, for
you gotta vote
America.
With your gut.
No, I'm voting with my head.
Reach deep down into your little gutsies.
Nope, not going to do that.
Way deep down where, like, right before your testicles is where you want to feel.
No, I don't want to feel right above my testicles.
Cloud9, that's where I feel it.
Nope, I got Samsung.
You know, like when you poke your belly button too hard.
No.
That's what you gotta look for. That's how you know you picked the right choice.
Yeah, not gonna do that. So I have Samsung beating Cloud9, and then H2K versus Albus Nox Luna.
Yeah, that's tough.
I have Albus because they're just so hot
I
right now.
kind of want to see Dumbledore go all the way.
Much like Hansel, Albus is so hot right now.
They could wrap a turd in tinfoil and sell it to the queen as earrings.
There you go, baby. Dumbledore Gaming, you got to go with Dumbledore Gaming. You got to ride them to the end.
Real quick, one thing about Dumbledore Gaming. I saw a thread the other day about how, some EU fan was all pissed off that Albus Nox Luna is playing at an inconvenient time for them. Just shut up.
Yeah, just shut up.
Shut up. This isn't your world championship.
Yeah,
Okay?
do yourself a favor, Kenny Bone. Just shut your mouth.
Just shut your fucking mouth. It's not, watch the VOD. Stay up late. If you really want to see it, stay up late. Oh, but I have work the next day. Man, fuck work.
Be glad you have a fucking job.
Just be tired, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, you stupid bitch.
Just be tired. I'm tired all the time.
Yeah, fucking seriously. God, stop being a goddamn bitch.
Sorry, I got a little angry there.
That's okay. I appreciate it.
I get really tired when people complain about scheduling events when they're across the fucking world.
Like
we're doing it on your time.
Not sleepy tired, yeah. When they're planning Worlds, not saying, hey, but the time of this game, Vyacheslav over in Estonia can't watch it when the time is, when we have the game schedule. We should totally change it for him. No, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let's play our games at midnight so that somewhere in nowhere Alps land is comfortable watching it with his hot cocoa.
Listen, what was it? Last year, was it in, when was it when it was in Korea and the games were at like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, you know what I did? I just watched the rebroadcast because I'm not a baby.
Yeah, I wasn't waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning going, my wife's looking at me, what are you doing? Shut up and watch League of Legends.
I just stayed away from Reddit for 3 or 4 hours.
It felt good. I felt good about myself for a few days. Yeah. It was like that day after ComicCon shower.
It's like all steamy and like Lobster Man.
Yeah, it's the first one where you come out and realize you're not going to get covered in filth again.
Yeah.
So Rock's Tiger. Or I have Albus Nox Luna winning that.
I picked H2K because I think they might actually win.
Okay. I think Albus is going to win.
I'm happy with either outcome, honestly. Although I would feel a little bit bad for Forgiven if he gets knocked out by a wildcard team.
Right?
Because he is going to lose his goddamn mind if he gets knocked out.
Yeah, and he's going to have to go into the Greek military.
Like right afterwards. He's already got his uniform on.
Like he's going to be playing every game he plays in his uniform because it might be his last game. So next round from the top down, I have SKT versus Rocks.
Uh-huh.
And I have SKT winning.
I picked Rocks because I would like them to win.
I would actually like to see the repeat.
I know it's kind of stupid because I just said the 2 losses Rocks have already look real bad, and here I am saying that they can totally beat SKT. But don't think about it.
Here you have them in the finals of Worlds.
You guys are thinking about it too much. Don't think about it. Just think about it with your guts.
It's your guts.
Just get Mike O'Malley, to pick your picks for you because he's the host of Guts.
It was. It's not a show anymore.
It'll always be a show in your guts.
Right here.
In your guts.
So then I have Samsung Galaxy versus Albus Nox Luna.
Uh-huh.
Who do you have?
Well, I have H2K winning.
No, but I'm saying in that next round.
Well, that's your round. That's not my round.
I know. I'm asking you who you have.
Oh, Samsung Galaxy versus H2K.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had Samsung moving on. I thought you were
I have H2K moving on.
I thought you were going on with your guts.
I am all the way to the finals, baby.
But C9 wasn't in your guts.
No, they weren't. Sorry.
Yeah. So I have Samsung versus Albus Nox Luna, and I have Samsung beating them with a final of SKT versus Samsung Galaxy.
I have H2K versus Rocks.
Yeah, you're wrong.
All right, you need to calm down.
I'm plenty calm.
You can't tell me I'm wrong.
I just did. Looks like I just did.
I think you're wrong.
Well, you're wrong about that too. How's that?
Sometimes we do this podcast and I think we're friends and I think we have a pretty good friendship, and then you say things like that about me and it just really hurts.
That's because you know what they say about the truth and hurting, right? That it does.
That you should spare your very best friend from the truth to keep his feelings intact.
No, if I cared about your feelings, I would never invite you to do this podcast. This would have never been a thing.
Fair enough.
I want your feelings to be
I
hurt.
probably wouldn't keep coming back either if I actually had feelings.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like to think I whipped you into shape. I took those things that you used to have,
Please.
feelings, and I hardened you like fucking like diamond.
Please. I never would have come on this show in the first place if I thought that I was going to have my fifis hurt.
I got you
Come
hard
on.
like diamond.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
So I have SKT winning it and pulling out the repeat 3 world championships overall to just really affix themselves as the dominant franchise in the history of League of Legends. Because at that point they never have to win worlds again.
It's true.
I mean, they probably will at some point
I
again,
know.
but they don't have to.
What most people don't know that if SKT wins 3 world championships, League of Legends is over.
That's it.
Yeah,
They win.
that's actually the end of the game.
Yeah, the final
Credits
boss.
roll. It plays a thank you message at the end. Thank you for
The-
playing League of Legends, and then
the-
it just fades out, and then there's no more.
And then Mega Man starts.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no replay value. So if you want to play again, you kind of have to start over from the beginning.
Yeah, it's got to start from season 1 where there was no
Yep.
Koreans. They don't invite Koreans to that season.
No Koreans.
The real reason I think I want to see SKT win is because I want to have to see Riot figure out what skins they're going to give them again.
They scrambled this year for him.
Yeah, they fucked up and they just pull them back and start over.
Oh man, they were like, we changed their jacket color. I guess.
And we gave Easy Hoon a skin because he actually was a member of the team. We didn't think he was that important when we first made the skins. Wow, dick move, Riot.
Right? I would fucking. Oh, I dropped my pencil.
Oh no.
If I was Easy Hoon, and if I wasn't Korean, I would lose my shit.
Right?
They're
Fuck
not
you.
giving me a skin. Fuck you.
I'm not giving you a skin.
You know what? You can't even use my likeness as a skin, so you could fuck right off.
So you could just go get fucked.
You know
How
what? I'm
about
starting
that?
my own MOBA game with my own skins. It's Easy Hoon of Legends. It's all
Yeah.
Easy Hoons.
With fucking blackjack and hookers. Start my own fucking Easy Hoon Legends game. So there you go, man. SKT is gonna win it all.
My gut says
If
H2K wins the whole thing.
if H2K wins, that would be the most fantastic upset, and I wouldn't even be angry about that. But I know it's not gonna happen,
Do you
so I'm fine.
think if Forgiven gets a Lucian skin, they're gonna make Lucian like bald?
Do you understand? Do you understand that they will give him a skin of a champion that he doesn't play?
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah,
They're gonna give him like an Ezreal skin or something.
Yeah, they're just gonna fuck it up and do something stupid.
They're giving him Misfortune.
Yeah, they're gonna give him a Twitch skin.
Yeah, but it's gonna look just like Samsung Twitch.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. It's a different color hoodie.
Well, it's the same thing. It's blue and white, so it's gonna be the
It's
same
gonna- yeah,
hoodie. It's just
it's
instead
gonna
of
be-
being Samsung, it's gonna be H2K.
Well, it's gonna be being white hoodie with blue letters. It's gonna be blue hoodie with white
Gotcha.
letters.
It's still
Just
gonna roll in the grass.
invert the colors. It's not gonna be good.
That's how you really stick it to them.
Yeah, that's really how you kind of show them what's up, is you
And-
say,
And
fuck
then
you.
Mark Merrill tweets at him, "You're lucky we didn't ban you, you fucking bitch.
You fucking
Play with your fucking skin, you fucking bitch."
eat some shit, you stupid bitch. So yeah,
That's it, man. That's our world's pick'em.
that's our world's pick. I mean, that's worlds in a nutshell, right there. I don't think you're gonna get anything more on point than that, frankly.
Can you
You
hear
probably-
this chair squeak? Am I driving everyone insane?
I started hearing it. I thought you had gotten a cat though.
Let's pretend it's a cat because that's, I think, more interesting than my chair being terrible.
Yeah, you should get some WD-40 of that bitch.
I got some silicone spray. It's better.
You should use it.
I'm lazy and I'm gonna forget about it as soon as I walk out of this room.
I'm gonna punch you in the wiener from far
Until
away.
next week when we record a podcast, and I'm like, damn, do you guys hear this chair squeak?
Yeah, do you hear this chair squeaking?
God damn it, what's wrong?
Fucking hell.
I think that about wraps up the show. Actually,
I think I feel pretty good about this.
yeah. Let's
GBM
button it up.
GBM talks too much, but we're not going to talk about it because everything has been said to be said about it.
Also, seriously, who gives a crap what GBM says on some dumb talk show that's supposed to be funny?
Which not. We know all about that.
Yeah. Dear Reddit community, shut up. Sincerely, Pan the Man.
Sincerely, Pan the Man. I like it. I think you should just sign. You should just put that on Reddit. You may get a lot of karma, or one from me.
Yeah. It's gonna end up being negatives. Come on, let's be real.
Dear Reddit community, shut the fuck up. I do think the best part. I mean, I know we were about to end the show, and now I've just kind of I've resurrected it from the dead.
3 or 4 more hours to do.
Yeah, right.
Listen, you don't have to edit this thing. I got shit I need to do.
I do, but I do think that the best part about the GBM talks too much is that it resurrected ManCloud from the dead.
Yeah. And then I like that GBM tried to apologize, but made it so much worse.
Yeah, he did a bad job apologizing, but more seriously, ManCloud responds to GBM talks too much. Who fucking cares what ManCloud thinks?
Right?
Like, in the sea of relevant players that could talk about stuff about relevant players, ManCloud is so far not in that pool. Like, ManCloud's not even invited to the state that pool is in. He's just not.
He was omitted from the pool party invite list.
Yeah, he's not even on the backup list for people to be invited to that pool party.
He's the guy that the host says, "Hey, don't mention this to ManCloud because we really don't want him showing up."
But somebody who is invited, the letter got lost in the mail and sent to the wrong house, and that person got a +1, and they invited ManCloud.
And everyone's like, "God damn it!"
And I was like, "Who invited this asshole?" And he fucking brought ManCloud.
And then like ManCloud like drinks all the beer and he didn't bring any himself, and he eats everyone's hot dog. Like, you know, he's that one guy that's like, "No, I don't want cheese on my burger," but then he eats all the cheeseburgers.
And people are like, "Oh, you know, blah blah blah. ManCloud said this." Who cares? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, you guys need to calm down.
Yeah, y'all need to just calm down. Just calm down. Calm down.
Don't break my
just
butt.
Calm down.
GBM was in a jocular kind of comedic interview. Yeah. Nothing in it should have been taken even remotely serious, even when he called Golden Glue bad.
Which, again,
not untrue.
Not untrue.
But also, I call you bad, and it's totally true, and it's hilarious.
I call you bad too, and it is true.
You're fucking terrible.
So are you.
Yeah.
And you're worse. And you're worse than I am because you were higher up and fell.
Yeah, I actually try.
At least
what
I'm
makes
consistent.
It so much worse.
At least I'm consistent.
At least you're consistently at the bottom.
I'm consistently mediocre.
You're less than mediocre, you bro.
No, I'm about mediocre. And I've accepted mediocrity. You're bad at this game because you were at the point where you could start calling yourself good, and then you plummeted from it.
Yeah, I know. Having a real life kind of does that to you.
You were in gold 1.
I know where I was at.
Where are you now?
You don't need to tell me.
Where are you now?
I'm about to be in silver 4 again.
So, gold 1, silver
my life
4.
Is the worst.
Yeah, you know, it was, you know, listen, you can call me bad all you want, but we both know who the real baddie is here.
It's me. It's always been me.
It's always been you. It's always been you.
The wild card was in me all along.
Yeah, you are the wild card region of Tower Dive.
All right, now let's wrap it up.
I'm North America. You're the wild card region.
I'm Besiktas Gaming.
Neither of us are good. I think that's a perfect spot to end it.
I think so.
So thank you guys so much. I, of course, am the always jocular Captain Hooks.
Oh, I hate coming up with my own adjectives. So I am the perennially terrible Pan the Man.
Oh.
Forever silver.
Oh, forever silver. Gold in your hearts, though. And this has been another episode of Tower Dive, and we will see you on the Rift.
Boy, you drug that out. Bye-bye. Tower Dive is myself, Ryan Adams, and my co-host, Robert Gersey. You can find more of us at youtube.com/towerdive or wherever you find podcasts. If you have any feedback, you can leave us a comment or reach out to us on Twitter @TowerDivePC.